Welcome back, everybody, to the KC Sports Report. I'm your host, Michael Darcy, and today I'm going to break down if the Kansas City Chiefs have gotten lucky in the 2024 NFL season. So, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to my Kansas City Royals, who lost last night in the ALDS to the Yankees in 4 games. But I want to say it's been a great season for the Royals. They lost 106 games last year, and to come back from that and not only win 86 games, but make the playoffs and beat Baltimore. The Chiefs and the Royals have something in common, and that is beating Baltimore teams in the playoffs. The Royals beat the Orioles in the wild card series, and of course, the Chiefs beat the Ravens in the AFC Championship game. So it's just kind of cool to see both of our teams, doing well in Kansas City. On Tuesday night, I guess it was Monday night, both the Chiefs won on Monday Night Football, and the Royals beat the Yankees in Game 2 of the ALDS. And I think that's going to go down as one of the best nights in sports history for Kansas City, to see both of their professional sports teams get a big-time win. It doesn't get much better than that. And if you are a fan of both the Chiefs and the Royals, it is a great time to be a fan of Kansas City sports. But let's talk about the main topic of this video, and that is if the Chiefs have gotten lucky in 2024. And I've seen this narrative going around on Twitter and really through a lot of other fan bases. The narrative out there is that the Chiefs win football games and they look beatable and they look just not like a team that is going for their third consecutive Super Bowl. And while I understand that to the naked eye, the Chiefs don't look very good and they look like they've gotten, a lot of luck, I think the Chiefs have, had one of the better seasons that they've ever had, and they found out how to win games a lot smarter. So in the past, you've seen a Chiefs team light up the scoreboard with offensive touchdowns. Like there was a time back in 2018, 2019, where this team was averaging 31 points a game, and it was consistent. They would march up and down the field. They would score at will. They could score in, under a minute. I think there was a game against the Chargers where they had 2 touchdowns in under a minute of gameplay. And so we've seen this Chiefs dynasty start from being we're going to go score 40 points a game, blow you out of the water, to a team that now is a lot more defense-oriented. This defense is the best defense in the NFL, with the best defensive player in the NFL with Chris Jones. And you've got Trent McDuffie, who's an all-pro corner. You've got linebackers like Leo Chenal, who's taken a massive step forward. Nick Bolton, who looks fantastic. And then Drew Tranquill, who has turned into a star in this defense. And so you've seen a team go from being mainly offensive focused to a team that not only has Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback on the planet, to now having the best defense in the NFL. And what's the old saying? Defense wins championships. The Chiefs are in a perfect position to ride this defense all the way to the Super Bowl. And you've got Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, and you've seen guys like Kareem Hunt and Juju Smith-Schuster step up in big ways for your offense. And should they make a trade for a wide receiver? Yeah. I mean, we've talked about this for a couple of weeks now. But to say the Chiefs have gotten lucky because they're 5-0 is ridiculous. And honestly, seeing other fan bases cope with the fact the Chiefs are so good is so much fun to watch. I mean, I've seen Raiders fans do it. Broncos fans are the worst. Like, they just can't put their mind around the fact the Chiefs are the best team in the NFL, and they can just win so effortlessly. And the Chiefs are going to win a lot of very ugly games this season. A lot of people expected the Chiefs to blow out the Saints. I didn't. I thought it was going to be close. I think the Chiefs are going to play very close games this season, and they're going to be, games that are going to make you want to tear your hair out. But that's just kind of what the Chiefs do. They're just going to, keep the other team in the game and dink and dunk their way down the field, score touchdowns sometimes. They're going to frustrate you by not getting into the end zone, but their defense is always going to make a big-time play at the end of the game, and the Chiefs are going to find a way to win. I'm not saying the Chiefs are going to go undefeated, but listen, before the season started, I had this team going like 14-3, 15-2. They're not going to lose that much, which is saying something considering the fact that you are without your 2 number 1 wide receivers in Rashee Rice, who just got ruled out for the season, and Hollywood Brown. You're without those guys, and your offense is still finding ways to produce. Kareem Hunt had 100 rushing yards in that game against the Saints. Juju Smith-Schuster had 130 yards off of 7 catches. I mean, this offense continues to just chug along and find ways to produce. And to say the Chiefs have gotten lucky, like they're a beatable team, the biggest thing that I've seen is that the refs helped the Chiefs. Like, it is unbelievable that we are at this point, in 2024, that we are blaming the refs for the Chiefs' success. I guess not us Chiefs fans, but there is a large portion of NFL fans specifically that will blame the refs for the Chiefs winning. Maybe a call gets, called against their team, maybe a pass interference call or a non-call, and it will send other teams' fan bases into a frenzy because they can't believe that the Chiefs were able to, pull off a win when maybe the game wasn't perfectly called. And my biggest rebuttal to the fact that people say that we have the refs' favor, NFL officiating has never been consistent. Point to me a game that has been fairly officiated. It has never happened. There's been stuff that's gotten called against the Chiefs. There's been stuff that hasn't been called against the Chiefs. That's how officiating works. If you don't like it, don't watch. I mean, listen, I understand now how Patriots fans feel when in the early 2000s and in the mid 2000s, it was all about, the Patriots just had the refs' favor, the Patriots and the refs. Guess what? The Patriots are the best dynasty football has ever seen, and they found a way to win the same way this Chiefs team finds a way to win at any cost. And so, yeah, it's frustrating for other teams, but the Chiefs are going to go out there and they're going to play an ugly game. It's going to look really bad, but they're going to find a way to win because they trust their coaching staff and their players on the field to execute in situational football moments more than your team. And I think that's the biggest thing. We have seen other teams really press against the Chiefs in big moments. We've seen it in, week 3 against the, Falcons. We saw it in the Chargers game. We saw it in the Bengals game. When you need your team to go make a play, they understand that they're playing the Chiefs, and there's almost a little bit of intimidation factor. And the Chiefs kind of use that to their advantage because they're not scared for the moment. The Chiefs produce in these moments. And so I really do think that we're going to win so many games this season where you're going to be scratching your head. You're going to be wondering why. You might be frustrated with how the Chiefs are winning. But at the end of the day, we saw last year, this Chiefs team was dead. They were completely dead to right. And come postseason time, they absolutely rattled it off and were able to go all the way to the Super Bowl. And so it's so easy to cover this team because I look at every single game on the schedule and say, you can win that. You should win that. That's the expectation. That is what the expectation in Kansas City is. And when you've won back-to-back Super Bowls, I think you're fair to have that expectation. And so, no, the Chiefs don't get lucky. No, the Chiefs don't have the refs in their back pocket. The Chiefs are just better at executing situational football better than any other team that has ever played this game. So I think that is just why the Chiefs are so successful on 4th down, late in the game. They're going to find a way to convert. And the same cannot always be said for the team that they are playing. And so I understand why, NFL fans around the league are pissed off because it just seems like the Chiefs continue to win. Guess what? It's going to be like that until other teams can improve playing situational football. And until that happens, the Chiefs are just going to continue winning and pissing off the rest of the NFL. So, guys, that's all I have for this video. If you liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Push this out so more Chiefs fans can find it. I will have a Royals postseason recap coming later on today. I recorded that on Bleacher Report earlier this morning. So super excited to post that for the Royals fans that also are fans of the Kansas City Chiefs. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching this video, and go Chiefs.